Hey Tim, this is Paul Heck with Grassfire Digital Marketing. Just really appreciate you reaching out. I know we're doing some great work with Snyder and they recommended you guys just give us a shout and see what we could do for you guys. I'm going to tell you some things just about your website here in a moment that you can do or that needs to be done to push you up in the organic search rankings. I don't know what your strategy is with the company you're working with right now, but the way we approach things is from a threefold level to rank in Google search. It's all about content. It has to be keyword rich, has to be relevant to your services, and there has to be enough content around those keywords to make that make sense and make Google start to rank you guys for that. So content is king. There has to be a 1,500 words of minimum on your homepage. You guys are well under that right now. Sometimes if we're adding additional keywords on the homepage, it's going to be more than 1,500 words. Sometimes we get up into 3,000, 3,500 words on the homepage itself, all talking about your services, but working in those keywords for, say, termite control, Fayetteville AR, or pest control, Fayetteville AR, those sort of things. We look at a strategy up front to figure out and build out what all those keywords need to be, and to just kind of create a plan of attack for you guys. The second piece of that is backlinks. So these are other websites that are going to refer to your site and pass power to you in Google's eyes. The third aspect of this is citations. So this is going out and getting your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories as possible, all the same for the name, address, phone number, making sure that all lines up. And just build a big footprint on the internet for you guys so that when Google crawls your page, and they crawl all these other sites, they start to see Rid-a-Pest everywhere and everything's all connected, even your social media is connected to your website and such. So that is the strategy that you need to do. This can be done yourself. It just takes a lot of time. There's some actually expertise in the link building process. And that's where, if this is something that you don't want to take on, we would love to partner with you and help you do that and really just help you guys dominate in the space and just build, what you guys have on the commercial side and just start to build that on the residential side just so that you can totally dominate for those residential services. So we also talked about running Google ad campaigns, and I'd love to take a look at like what your ads are doing now and see if there's some things that you should be doing to make those just work better. And if you want us to help you with any of these services, we could definitely do that. Now, what I see on your site currently is if you've got a great looking site, you're just really low on the content. There's a couple of things that I would do. I'd probably organize this in a little bit different way, make it a little bit smaller, but your content is just lacking. I mean, you've got Fayetteville Pest Control as a keyword here, and you talk about that, but we like to use our keywords in multiple times. We don't spam the keywords on there. We use it 3 times. We create content around that, where we're using 150, 200 words of keywords per keyword on your site. So 1,500 words minimum is really what you've got to hit on the actual content on your site, and it's got to be relevant and keyword rich. So that's the first thing that I see on your site that's really lacking, is you just don't have the level of content, and you don't have enough keywords in that content as well. When I look at, say, Pest Control Springdale AR, you guys are, not pulling up for the ads, either in the sponsored ads for the Google Guaranteed or in the ad section here. You're not pulling up in the map section for Springdale. You are pulling up there for Fayetteville. And then organically, you're just way down on the page. Right now, Natural State and Rumble are the 2 strongest competitors in Springdale for that keyword. It gets searched about 100 times a month. Fayetteville, similar thing. Natural State is kind of dominating right now, and that's where we want to put you guys in this dominant 1, 2, and 3 position. You got Orkin and a plantation site there. So just looking at what your site, you're being found for a couple of keywords. You're in position 11 for Fayetteville AR Pest Control. For Pest Control Fayetteville AR, when you run it that way, you're in position 9. So you're on the first page, but you're still, quite a bit down there in the organic section. That gets searched 90 times a month. You've got, let's see, come down here to Springdale or Bentonville. Bentonville, Pest Control Bentonville gets searched 60 times a month. You're not even getting picked up for that right now. So just some things that need to be done to get you guys picked up. Overall, your site's pretty weak from just a backlink strength side. We've got a domain of 0.3, rating of 0.3. That's that's almost non-existent. And a 0.6 on the URL rating. You've got 11 you've got a high number of backlinks that are just coming through a very few places, and they're just not very strong. So it's all a combination of these things that is how you get to get your site to rank. Let's look at Plantation real quick. Again, just quickly looking at them. They've got kind of a green theme. It looks good. They've got a some profile of their services and their quality and just how they try to protect the environment and stuff. All good messages that your clients are going to want to know, but they don't have enough content either. So content-wise, we can definitely beat those guys pretty easily. From a backlink standpoint, they've got almost twice as many places that those links are coming from, and you can see they only have 72 links, but you can see how the quality of the backlinks and even the number of referring domains will start to push you up in a little bit of power. Their domain overall is really weak, but that's still enough to get them into the third spot for that particular keyword we were looking at. And they're getting picked up for 63 keywords. Let's look at Natural State. So great looking site as well. They do, they're profiling that they're the 2021, 2022 best of winner. That's a great thing to go after. And that's a popularity contest. So when that comes around, you definitely want to try to get that. They're profiling their reviews up here. They've got a link out to the reviews so you can see those. They've got a chat widget down here. They've got, just checking out different services that they offer right off the bat. And then you've got pest control, exterminators in Fayetteville. These are keywords. That's going to be a keyword. We have to watch Fayetteville by not putting the AR on it. Allows them to maybe get ranked for stuff out in North Carolina. So you want to definitely add the AR on there. And then they've got a little bit of content. They got some Google reviews profiled. They've got just some other services and some of their locations and such. But again, not a ton of content, but they need to add that to maintain that. Now they've got some great backlinks, and so that's really pushing them up in the search rankings. You can see they've got 81 different locations from where all these backlinks are coming from. That's given them this 22 power rating and a number 13 on the URL. So that in and of itself is really pushing them up in the search. And you look at their keywords and you can start to see they've got 1,300 keywords. These aren't all going to be relevant to what somebody's looking for, but it helps them to be found for different things. So they've got pest control Rogers AR. They're in the number 2 position. Pest control Fayetteville AR. They've got pest control Bella Vista. Get searched 40 times a month. That's a 1 on the keyword difficulty. Definitely want to go after that. This Rogers one, 0 in the keyword difficulty. Definitely want to go after that. Pest control Springdale. They go all the way down to Fort Smith. You wouldn't necessarily want to do that, but Bentonville. So you can just see they've got a lot of keywords for the different services in the different areas, and they're ranking really high for that because of that. And they even have these back pages specifically for those cities. So that's the strategy that we want to go after and try to beat these guys. So again, just to kind of recap, it's content on your page. You definitely have 1,500 words minimum on your homepage. For pest control for these different cities, we would want to try to rank those individual cities. So you're going to create a page for those cities and start to build links to those individually as well. Backlinks, this is the second phase of it, and citations is the third phase. So doing all these 3 things together pushes you up in the search rankings. And again, the idea is to dominate in the space, and that's how you do that. You got to just create a strategy and go after it. But we would love to help you do that. We'd love to help you take a look at your Google ads campaigns and see if we can just optimize those better, or what I would suggest. And then if you want us to help you do that, we would love to. But you can reach me at paul@grassfiremarketing.com, or you at 479-326-7899. With any questions, just give me a shout. Love to talk with you guys further. Thanks.